Yes, welcome back. Now we have to start the continuity. Continuity means a continuous curve. We can draw a curve with a pencil without picking it. That is in one motion. As you see the graph of sin x, that is a continuous curve. There is no break between them. And that means it is continuous. And as you see the graph of tangent x, and this tangent x is now defined at odd multiple of pi by 2. That means there is a break at x is equal to pi by 2 minus pi by 2 minus 3 pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. That means this curve from minus 2 pi to minus 3 pi by 2, the curve is like this, and then minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2, and the graph is start from here, and therefore that is a discontinuous in between minus 2 pi to minus pi. But if we have to say this minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2, that is a continuous curve. That means we can say that means this tangent x is discontinuous at all real numbers, but it is continuous at its domain. As now we have the continuity of a point. The continuity of a point, that means if we have to find the limit x tends to c fx and fc, if both these values are equal, then the function is continuous. This is the analytical method to find the continuity of a function. And now we have to define this. If f be a function defined at least one on an open interval c minus p and c plus p. C minus p, that is slightly less than c, and c plus p, that is slightly greater than c. And then this function is continuous at c if limit x tends to c fx is equal to fc. And this function is not continuous if this limit of the function is not equal to value of the function. And second point, if this limit does not exist, then this function is not continuous. That means we have the two main reasons then this function fails to continue. The first one is limit x tends to c fx is not equal to fc, or f has no limits as x tends to c. And this part, when limit x tends to c fx does not equal to fc, and this type of continuity is known as removable discontinuity. That means this discontinuity can be removed by redefining the function at c. That means if we have to redefine at x is equal to c, this fx is equal to L, then this type of discontinuity is known as removable discontinuity. And second one is essential discontinuity. That means in this case no value change, the function discontinuous. And now as you see this curve is a continuous curve, but here we have to check at point C. That means we have to check at the value of the function and the limit of the function at both at C. That is slightly less than C, we have continuous curve, and slightly greater than C, we also have the continuous curve. And continuous from the right at x is equal to A, that means the curve is on the right side of A, and therefore continuity from right hand side, and continuity from the left because we have the left side of C. And now continuity at a point, that means a function is continuous if the limit is same as the value of the function. A real function f is said to be continuous at a point A in its domain, if limit x tends to C, fx is equal to fa. That is the most important part of the continuous. And now continuity at a point we have to consider at the interior point on the domain. If we have to consider C is the interior point of its domain, then this function is continuous if this limit x tends to C, fx is equal to fc. And now at the endpoints, at the left hand point of A, we have the limit x tends to a positive fx is equal to fa. That means we have to consider only right hand limit. And when we have to continuous at right end point of B, that means then we have to consider the left hand limit at B, and this left hand limit is equal to fb, then the function is continuous from the right endpoint B. And now this function is continuous, that is a continuous curve. This is a curve of y is equal to square root of 4 minus x square, and therefore this continuous at every point in the domain. And now you have to say this at x is equal to 0, when x is less than 0, the curve is like this, that is a lies on the x-axis, and when x is greater than 0, the curve is like this, and therefore it is right continuous because right hand limit is equal to value of the function, and in this case left hand limit is not equal to value of the function, therefore it is not continuous at the origin. That is a jump continuity. And now we have to how to solve the problems. The first one, if the function contains modulus function, bracket functions, or defined by more than one rule, that means a piecewise function, a function in the parts, then we have to find the left hand limit, right hand limit separately, and if modulus function, bracket functions are not there, simple function is there, then we have to evaluate directly. If the left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit, then this limit does not exist, and if left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, both exist, both are equal, and then this limit extends to a, fx exists, and then we have to find fa value of the function at point A, and if limit of a function and the value of the function both are same, then we can say the function is continuous at x is equal to a, otherwise not. If both are not same, then the function is not continuous. And now we have one example. If gx is equal to x square plus 1, we have to check it is continuous at x is equal to 1. First of all, we have to find g1. G1 means x is 1, it becomes 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2, and limit of the function, that is also equal to 2, and this limit of the function and the value of the function both are same, and therefore this function is continuous at x is equal to 1. Another example, now in this case the function is divided into two parts. When x is less than 2, we have x plus 1. When x is greater than equal to 2, we have 2x minus 1. We have to check at continuous at x is equal to 2. And first of all, we have to find f2. f2 means we have to substitute the value of x in this part, 2x minus 1, because we have this one, x is greater than equal to 2, that means equality sign is also there. We have to substitute this x is equal to 2, we get 2 into 2 minus 1, that is equal to 3. And now we have to find the limits. Left hand limit, for the left hand limit we have the function this one. When x is less than 2, the function is fx is equal to x plus 1. It means limit x tends to 2, fx is equal to 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. And for the right hand limit, when x is greater than equal to 2, the function is 2x minus 1. For right hand limit we also have 3. It means left hand limit and right hand limit both are equal, it means the limit of the function exists. And this limit of the function, limit x tends to 2, fx is equal to f2, and therefore this function is continuous at x is equal to 2. And now see the another example. If fx is equal to x plus 1 when x is less than 2 and 2x minus 1 when x is greater than 2, and this f2, we cannot find this f2 because the equality sign is not there in fx, and therefore this does not exist, and this f2 does not exist, and therefore this function is not continuous at x is equal to 2. Because for the continuous we have the limit of the function is equal to value of the function. Here value of the function is not defined, and therefore this is not continuous. And now we have to take the another example. If fx is equal to x plus 1 when x is less than 2 and x is equal to 2, it is x square. When x is greater than 2, we have 2x minus 1. And now f2. f2 is, substitute the value of x is 2, it means 2 square, that is equal to 4. And now left hand limit. In the left hand limit the function is x plus 1, its value is 3, and here for the right hand limit the function is 2x minus 1, its value is 3, and this limit, left hand limit and right hand limit both are equal, and therefore this limit x tends to 2 fx exists. But in this case this limit of the function is not equal to value of the function, and then what can you say? This function is not continuous. That means this function is discontinuous at x is equal to 2. That means we have the definition of discontinuity. A real function f is said to be discontinuous at x is equal to a if the function is not continuous at x is equal to a. That means this function is discontinuous at x is equal to a if either fa is not defined, or this limit x tends to a, fa does not exist, or limit x tends to a, fx is not equal to fa. That means fa is not defined, first case, this limit does not exist, and third, this limit is not equal to value of the function, then this function is discontinuous. If function is continuous, if it is continuous at every point in its domain. Continuity of a function in an interval. How will you find the continuity when the interval is given? First, we have given the continuous function. We have to, in an open interval, that means we have to check at each and every point in the open interval AB. And a real function is said to be continuous in the closed interval if it is continuous at each and every point in the open interval AB, and at the end points of the intervals at A, that means we have right hand limit is equal to value of the function, and at the end point B, that we have left hand limit is equal to value of the function. That means in closed interval we have to check in between the intervals and also at the end points of the interval. And now we have the algebra of continuous function. If f and g are continuous function, then their sum f plus g, their difference f minus g, their product f into g, their division f by g are also continuous function, like that of the limits. Sum of limits is equal to limits of the sum. Difference of limits is equal to difference of the limits, like that we have. And some important results: a polynomial function, a rational function, an exponential function, or a sine function, cosine function are continuous function at each point of their respective domain. We can directly use this. Polynomial function, irrational function, exponential function, sine function, continuous function. Cosine functions are the continuous function. And if f and g are the continuous real functions such that f of g is defined, then their composite function f of g is also continuous function. And now places where we have to check for the continuity. First one is the rational expression. If the function contains in the form of px by x, px by qx, then we have to check for the denominator, the values at which that makes the denominator equal to 0. Piecewise function, that means changes the interval less than or greater than. Absolute value function, that means we have to redefine into piecewise and then check at the intervals. And step function, that test from one step to next. And in this case we have rational function, piecewise function and absolute value function in the 12th class. And now this continuous function, polynomial functions, rational function, radical functions, trigonometric functions are continuous in their domain. For example, find and identify the point of discontinuity. Here fx is equal to x plus 3 when x is less than equal to 2 and x square when x is greater than 2. And now here no point is there. We have to check in the continuous. First of all, we have to check at the breaking point. The function is defined break at x is equal to 2. Therefore, we have to check for at x is equal to 2. f2, that is equal to 5. And left hand limit x tends to negative fx. To negative fx, we have the function x plus 3 and therefore its value is 5. And for right hand limit, x tends to positive fx, that is equal to 4. Both are not equal. It means this limit does not exist. And therefore, this function is discontinuous at x is equal to 2. And this discontinuity is known as jump discontinuity, that is non-removable discontinuity. And now we have to find and identify the points of discontinuity in another example. Now we have the rational function, and for this rational function we have this denominator is equal to 0 at x is equal to 4, and therefore this is non-removable, that is the essential discontinuity. And now another example, if this fx is equal to x square minus 8x plus 15 upon x square minus 6x plus 5, first of all we have to make the factors for numerator and denominator, that is x minus 5 into x minus 3 and this x minus 5 into x plus 1. That means we have this term x minus 5 will be cancelled, and we have 2 points of discontinuity where the denominator is 0, and first is at x is equal to 5 and second one is at x is equal to minus 1. Next example, this fx is equal to 5 when x is equal to 2 and x square when x is not equal to 2. And now f2, that is equal to 5, and the limit of the function, limit x tends to negative fx, that is equal to 4. For right hand limit also we have 4. This limit exists, but this limit is not equal to value of the function, and therefore this is discontinuous, and that is non-removable point of discontinuity. And now another example, we have 2x square minus 7x minus 15 upon x square minus x minus 20. Make the factors for this. We have 2 points, x minus 5, x is equal to 5 and x is equal to minus 4. this term. We have 2 points of discontinuity where denominator is equal to 0, and at x is equal to 5, that is removable, and at x is equal to minus 4, that is non-removable. Thanks and have a nice day. I